Hey everyone. Hey Addie. Hey Jen.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays indeed. We're 4 days from Christmas. I can't believe this year is almost over. And thank God.
It flew.
Cannot believe it. It flew.
It did fly.
What is the
Nice
static?
Nintendo. 80s throwback. I like it. Bottom right.
Oh, that was actually my Christmas tree from last year. I put my Nintendo controllers in it.
What I wouldn't do, even I like it. Looks good. Thank you for inviting me up here, you guys.
Yes.
I'm just getting,
Absolutely. I always do a vintage tree, and that was last year's theme was video games, and pretty much the same theme as this year and the last 5 years. I'm sticking to it, and but that is my tree from last year. So
I love it.
I'm going to do my little roll call, and then we'll get into this live. Let me say hi to everybody real quick. What is that static?
I was checking to me.
Is it you?
It's not me.
Jen, what are you doing?
You know what might be the easiest thing to do? I'm sorry. Now I'm looking a little unprofessional. I can be in here in 2 minutes if you can drop the link real quick. I'll come in through my laptop.
I will. Can you just use the one I texted you? I don't want to put the link in the chat.
Oh, I don't blame you because of the.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me close everything out. Then I will take the link and be right back up through my phone again.
All right.
That's what
we're doing roll call, so that should take enough time for you to come back.
God, my first day on the job, and I'm already pushing them up.
Horrible.
I'm kidding. I'll be right back up. Thank you, guys.
Bye. All right. So let's say everybody. Hi, Ruth Ann. Hi, Donnell. Jay Freak. Hope you're feeling better. LB Liz. Hi, sweetheart. Let me see. Dion. Guys, again, if you have not been, if one of my mods can throw Dion's information to her Sensei in the chat. She has amazing products. The house has never smelled so good in its life. And she even has like car Scentsy stuff.
Yes, my car smells so amazing, which I just used like my last one like a couple days ago, and it still smells amazing, but I have to get more. But oh my God, they last.
Is it better?
Yeah.
I am a magician, and I come back up and I hear Scentsy, and I've got a whole box of it because Miss Alice gets it for us every 3 months.
Well, I get it. Dion
Merry
is
Christmas,
my
Cody.
Scentsy
You can have the whole
collection.
box.
She sends some good stuff, and it's amazing. Hi, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie.
Susie
Have
B.
you guys tried the washing tablets?
I don't think we've got the washing tablets.
You will. I don't use them. I've got 3 bags of them.
Jennifer, hi. Coco, hi. Mandy Morris, hi. Ellie, hello.
Ellie.
Hold on. Jen, it's still staticky.
Is Donnell in here? The Perfectly
Yes.
Imperfect?
Probably. I haven't gotten down my roll call. Michelle B, hello. Susie B. I think my thing isn't loading, and there's an echo. And Jen, you need to fix that. I might have to.
Hey,
Okay.
go on. I mic'd out.
I'm going to. My chat's not loading.
Okay.
Let me see. It's always fun. Did that come up? Was the last comment Jay Freak?
Yes.
Before mine? Oh, then we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
well then it's loading. It's loaded. All right. So tonight we are going to speak about the Single Life Tell-All Part 3. I know I'm a little behind on it, but there was a lot of stuff that needed mentioning. And, after Part 2 went so well, I had to finish the job. And again, we're on a skeleton crew. Mara and Maria and Shanta are all doing family stuff, and I want to thank Addie and Jen for being here to get us through it. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to start my intro, and then we're going to get into it. Let me see. All right. I don't know where my computer is not being nice. There it is. Okay. That's not it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Trish.
Dun, 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 dun. And we lost Jen. We lost Jen mid-intro. So I don't know where she went. But we're okay. She'll be back. All right. So coming to you live from a trailer somewhere in the South Carolinas. I'm delivering this news to you right now. So we start off with Colt and Debbie.
Oh. That was rough.
And man, I don't know who gave Debbie the rights to like dictate this whole tell-all, because Debbie was really the one hosting it.
Yes. The entire 3 days.
Listen, Sean Johnson. I was just watching Dancing with the Stars clip. Sorry, Sean Robinson.
Well,
I was just watching Sean Johnson and Derek dance on Dancing with the Stars. Sorry. Sean and Sookie from Sister Wives Tell-Alls. I mean, they're just not doing good jobs. Do you feel like they're like...
I felt it was lacking this time. I think that she just was sitting back and letting everybody else pretty much run the show. They were all talking to each other, which, if you're directing it or whatever, and you're the host, you need to be the one pointing at each person, but they were just all doing their own thing. And she didn't do much of anything. And
not so much Sookie. I mean, Sookie is just like, for Sister Wives, like she's just being like, so how do you feel today? It's, Sean's better at it, but it's not like, with all the crosstalk going on during that tell-all, like you would think Sean would have been like, listen, shut up.
They need you or Andy Cohen, one of you two. Instead, they'd ask the right questions. Both of you would.
So, I mean, and I guess thank God for Debbie, who kind of like, who let really Tanya have it at the end. We'll get there. So the first part of part 3 is Colt and Debbie. And let me remember my notes here. So we find out that Debbie had homeschooled Colt, I guess, up until college.
It felt like it was old home week for me, but yes, as a homeschooler, I was like, okay, that explains a lot.
There you go. Addie knows. Debbie didn't want him to drive. And then he had gotten an internship in LA after college, and Debbie didn't want him going.
That's according to him. Because I think I see it a different way.
Right. Debbie saying that you blame me for everything. And then Colt saying, well, she was always a friend and not a mom. She brought me my first Playboy, which I thought was weird. I don't know.
I'm
like, here you go, son. Like here you go, son. Make sure you get off to this real nice. Love, mom. Like, I don't know.
Was that ever a thought that I ever had with my son? Nope.
And I guess Debbie wants to be the cool mom, and then Debbie bought him his first drink, and Debbie was like, "Oh my God, that's when you were 17," even though you should be Even though that's like when you should be drinking at like, 21, right, Georgie? Oh.
Again, I related to that. It's just something about homeschooling people. I'm telling you. So they have their own rules.
Hey, Heather. So yeah, yeah, right. Like, you guys have your own rules. And Colt was saying like, I didn't have a mother. And at the same time, he's being like a real dick to Tony.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Was not on board. Didn't want to hear one thing coming out of him.
It was pretty bad. And like, I guess to Colt, Debbie hasn't dated anybody since the father died, right? And like now Debbie, actually I guess has love now with this Tony fellow. And Colt just wants to shit down her throat, pretty much.
I wonder if he's a little jealous of this, like you stopped thinking about my dad now type of thing. I think there's a little bit more to it about his thoughts on his dad and his, and her and how she's able to move on. But it's been 14 years.
But my question is, like, where was Colt? I mean, we've been watching Colt since 2018, right? His first season with Larissa was 2018. Where was Colt saying all these horrible things about his mother when he was with Larissa, when he was with Jess, and then oh my God, what's her name? The one I interviewed.
Oh, Jessica.
Jessica. No, there was another one.
The other one.
I interviewed her, but she was never on the show, and I can't think of her name right now. She's from Mexico.
The one that was she the one that was doing the exercising with him?
Yes. Anyway, where was, like, when we first saw their earlier seasons, Colt had nothing but love to say about his mother. In fact, he took it so far as to say to Larissa and Jess, like, listen, well, if you don't like my mom, you're out. So now make it make sense to me, all this long harbored hate he has against her.
I have a feeling that they were actually covering that up from the beginning. I always had this sense of, I would always think after the thing, I go,
Jules, sorry, that was her name, Jules. I'm sorry, I was bugging me.
Good
Jules,
for
Jules.
you.
Sorry, I was really bugging me. Sorry, go ahead.
I just always had a feeling like when all cameras were off, they were at each other's throat, or they went in separate rooms and pretty much did their own thing separately, because I have some thoughts on them that I don't really say much about, but say them now. Well, I kind of feel like there are reasons behind why Colty is the way he is. And I think that part of that is like with the driving thing and all that stuff, it's all a part of, I think he might be riding a little bit of a spectrum. And part of that is what I'm seeing and stuff, because I recognize it in myself, and I hear it. So the whole time I'm watching this, I'm going, oh, there's more to it. Even my husband's like, oh, there's more to this story. I won't go any further than that, but yeah. So I think that there's some stuff between them, and she's probably overly protective because she's raised him and knows how he is and what he has dealt with his entire life. So that's just where I am with that.
Let me see if I get a surprise guess right now. Hold on.
I know everybody always says, she puts that on everybody. No, but I see it. If you live it, you see it. Hello, perfectly imperfect. I need to start saying hi more often myself. I see my name scrolling by. Hi.
I don't know what happened to Jen. Jen just took off. Well, she's probably like rebooting like everything because there was an echo. But like, it shocks me. Well, not really, because like it's 90 Day, nothing shocks me. But like, Debbie was like Colt's number one when he was with Larissa and Jess and Jules and whoever else he was talking to on the side. And now, it's a very different take. Colt was saying, you're always out to get me, and you never really loved me, and you were just a friend, and you were using me. Like, and it seemed to me like he was gaslighting his own mother
Yes.
The same way he gaslighted Larissa and company.
There you go. Yep.
Like,
and I
no.
don't. And the irritating part to me is that when like some of them said things about her, they called her. They said that she was, or I have some. I don't want to say who. Okay, Tiffany said something. I love Tiffany to death. Love her, love her, love her. But we may get to this later on. But Tiffany says to them that I have a mother who's also a problem mother or something like that. She said to them and whatever. And I went, no,
Well,
don't say that.
Tiffany's mother, and she is just lovely. I love her mom.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I love. Yes, Tiffany's mom. Yes, yes. So, but when she said that, I went, no. In this case, I don't think that necessarily Debbie is the issue in this. I think that they were not saying it at the beginning. I think it's all coming out now that there are issues in, between them and stuff. I mean, she's not perfect, of course. As a parent, you're just in there too, making those mistakes right along with your kids. So, but yeah. So.
And then I kind of wanted to not feel bad for Debbie, because Debbie was so vile to Larissa and Jess and all the other women except Vanessa. Debbie thought Vanessa was the golden one. And
yes.
Look, and Vanessa fucked you out, Debbie, harder than all of the other ones combined, girl. I
think that with Vanessa, Debbie was real with her. Like, she was herself. And I think Vanessa did have some issues with how things were at the house. Like, maybe she was up in their business too much, because she did say at one point, we just wanted some space in your house. We wanted, whatever she called it. She said, I think she was pretty much in their business, and she just wanted them out of it.
But so. Debbie rode hard for Vanessa, and let's not forget, I've been at this for a long time. Just to remind new viewers, Vanessa and Colt hooked up while he was still married to Larissa. Vanessa was sending Colt Groupons for massages. Weird. Vanessa was just a fan of Colt. I don't know. I will still never understand the appeal of Colt, and how all these good-looking women, not you, Vanessa, how these good-looking women threw their panties at him. So many people reached out to me that Colt was talking to, and this is years ago, saying oh, Colt's in my DM. Here's what he's saying to me, and very just attractive women, and Larissa and Jess and Jules, and I'm just playing. Vanessa is not all that unfortunate looking, but I could never get it. What was it about Colt? Was it the fact that he lived with his mom? Was it the fact that she made him raw steaks? Was it the fact that they shared one car with no air conditioning, and she had to drive him to work every day? Was it the fact that he was pleasantly plump? What was it about Colt?
They wanted to mother him. He seems to bring out the "I want to mother you" thing in people. That's the way I see him. I have no attraction at all to him and his personality from what I've seen on the show. But I just kind of see that. I think that maybe there's a little bit of Florence Nightingale in people, and there he looks like he needs taken care of, and that's what
I think you're being too generous. I think
that's what Vanessa's.
That this guy was on TV, and Judy, I would love to say listen.
Oh.
I tried to work with one of those ones, and I was like, I can't work with. I've seen a few dicks in my life, and there was one time that, one singular time that I came across and I was like, I felt like Charlotte in Sex and the City. I was like, nope, not for me. But listen, everybody has their preferences.
Trying to play a flute through a sock?
Sorry.
Is it like trying to play a flute through a sock? Is that?
No, I saw it and I was like, I gotta go home. Like I was like, no, and then I never talked to that person again. Sorry. I was like, no. Nope. But listen.
Maybe it's the fact that he's chatty during. From what I hear, they both are like mama, like son.
If he didn't, he would have never found me.
Cody chimes in, but that's not my thing. And I always think of Charlotte in Sex and the City, that episode, like when she is like, she finds a guy like who's uncircumcised, and she's like, "Ooh, what's this?" That was me. And she was a lot nicer about it. I was, I saw it and I was like, my laundry is almost done. I gotta go home. I was like, I don't know what this is.
It's just the protective layer, like the
I couldn't get out of there
from Mama's ice
cream.
Sorry, that was a movie quote, but I'll just ignore that.
Okay. So, all right, ruin your life. Moving back to my notes. And then there's Tim. Debbie, she's happy and you're still miserable. And then Vanessa's like, telling Colt, you don't need to explain your emotions, but there's like a big disconnect between Debbie with Vanessa and Colt, and they left her ass. And then it comes to the fact Colt saying, well, mom gonna stay with like her brother or her nephew or like her, I don't know, her mailman, whatever. And
I was put off by that. Yes.
And Debbie was like, no, I don't want to live with the mailman.
No. No, I'm sure the family doesn't want all her cats either, just like her friends didn't want them. It seems that Tony's good with it, so we'll go with that.
And he likes dragons.
Yes.
Which is something that he hasn't, like the only thing that he has in common with Colt, I guess. And then Colt is like grilling Tony. Well, tell me one thing you like about my mom. And Tony's like, well, she's loving and caring. And Colt's like, no, give me something specific. Like, well, Debbie is a breather. And Debbie, can walk. Like, what did you think about that?
I was very annoyed by the fact that he was trying to, I couldn't even tell what he wanted from him. He didn't really know what he wanted. He wanted him to say something. Nothing that Tony said was ever going to be good enough. It wasn't going to meet Colty's standards. Because in that moment, that was complete narcissism. That was him gaslighting Tony while, like being that pain in the butt to Tony. It never will be acceptable. Tony will never live up to whatever it is he has in his head, which I don't know the relationship. We don't know the relationship with he and Harley. Who knows? I don't know. So yeah, that bothered me, that whole thing.
But so what did Colt want? Did Colt want his mother to be alone for the rest of her life and homeless?
That's the way I felt. I feel like, yes. I feel like he has, for some reason in his head, he can't think of her with anybody else. That can be common. I mean, if you've married to one person for however many years, can you imagine your parent with somebody else? I don't know. I've never had that issue. My parents are still together and they're up in like 50 years now. So,
well, I can tell you something about my personal life. My grandmother died who raised me back in 2008. And I felt bad for my grandfather who was just alone. And as much as I love my grandmother, like I helped my grandfather hook up with somebody that he knew from his childhood, like, years ago, and it made him so happy. And then it bit me in the ass, so maybe I should never mind. Like,
in the moment, it was good. You can't help how things work out.
Listen, I was happy with Cody, and like he was alone, and for years, like and I hated seeing him alone. He didn't leave the house. He went to the grave every day, and I'm like, you need to get out there, because he would talk about it. And then he told me this story about this girlfriend he had back in the day before he'd met my grandmother. And I found her. She was like 73. I was like, okay, I found her. And I reconnected them together. And, they're happy now. So
that was pre-senior dating apps then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My grandfather is like the guy that still has like a VCR. Like, no, he still has a VCR. Like a DVD is like, and like, we're it's DVD, Blu-ray. Like, I don't know what, whatever the next thing is. And I'm like, he's still got like the tapes. VCRs that he watches.
His TV still goes ka-ching, ka-ching.
No, he's still like the old school TV that like, with the big back, it's like a 32-inch with the big giant back that you need to put like on like three entertainment centers. He still has an answering machine. Like he's still like, just.
That's very adorable.
And I'm like, kind of like the same way with technology, because I can't stand learning new things because they raised me. They're like, no, John, just stick to the old. Don't learn new things. But it is what it is. But like, Colt was always saying, I want my mom to get out there. I want my mom to be happy. I don't want my mom to rely on me. And then when she finally gets out there and has a boyfriend, and look what he should send her through.
So what is your thought about what Coco said? Do you think that Vanessa wanted to send Colt or send Colt back to his mom? Or is she, I think she's actually okay with the fact that she has to be his mom, because that's the relationship that Colt and Vanessa have.
No, Vanessa said, like, I didn't realize how much like Colt relied on her. And like now, like I'm the mom. So
yes.
I think Vanessa has too much pride. And like, let's not forget, she left her husband, who I've had on my show a couple times.
Yes.
For Colt. And True is a great guy. And she divorced her husband for Colt. I mean, like, okay. And there's still a part of me that wonders how many women Colt's talking to on this side with his long Jesus locks. Thinking he's like holier than now. Like, Colt. You're like the same asshole with like longer hair. That's it.
Sinjin pulls it off better. That's all I gotta say.
He's definitely more physically fit. I'll give him that. So, let me see. We're already a half hour in, and we're still on the first couple. This is a bad start because I just hold on. All right, let's switch to Josh and Natalie and Mike and Trish.
Yeah, that'll be short.
What happened to Jen Bailey? Hi, MTT. What happened to Jen Bailey? Where did she go?
I don't know. I scared her away, I think.
Okay. All right. So Josh and Natalie. All right. And then Mike and Trish. Okay. I don't know why you're here. Sorry.
They're kind of Trish. Trish.
Hold. Okay. So, all right. So, oh, it's my notes because I'm trying to write so fast as I'm watching it. Why was Natalie so mad when Josh came out?
I don't know. She is never happy with him ever.
She's never happy with anybody.
Well, that's true, but especially Josh, for some reason, she wants to immediately demand him to tell her everything she wants. Like she wants the kids, she wants all this, she wants him now to say it. You've got
no. It's all like, okay, like Addie, you're my first date. I just met you. Hello, Addie. Tell me what. I want full commitment from you right now. I have wedding dress in backseat of car. Like,
I need to use the restroom. The eyes are back. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's what she does. Oh my gosh, she immediately hammers into it. But here's the thing that drives me crazy, though. She won't divorce.
I don't want to divorce Mike because no, I'm not ready for a divorce. So if Mike wants to divorce me, then that's okay. But I'm not. I will not divorce Mike. You know why? Because she can't divorce Mike because then she'll lose her fucking visa. Like, why is nobody saying that? It's the same thing with Tanya and Sinjin. You need to be married for a certain amount of fucking time, and no one is saying this.
Yes, I would. Yes, but I think
here's why it sucks. Because you should. The first thing out of your mouth should have been, "Well, is it because you need 3 years for you to get your green card, your permanent green card?" Why has that not come out of anyone's fucking mouth?
So
Sorry.
that's why they were doing that whole thing where Sinjin, and we'll get to them later, but so that explains a lot to me. I was wondering why. Same with you. Why are they doing this?
For a certain amount of time. Otherwise, they're going to ship you back.
Which is, and that's why, because remember, was it the tell-all from last season where Mike said he was I'm going to do it. I'm sending you back. You're going home. You're losing everything. Remember all that? He was going to fill all that stuff, and he never did. Obviously.
Cody, I can't hear you. Wait to get out of the shower, please. And Cody's trying to talk to me while he's in the shower. I don't hear it. So, Cody, when you're done with the shower, come out and say what you have to say.
He doesn't sing in the shower. He talks about 90 Day in the shower to you.
But that's the thing. And Sean's like, well, why are you still married? It's because they have to be married.
Okay. There we go. We just got some breaking news.
Uh-oh. Did I hear breaking news?
There we go.
Not
there
long
you
enough.
Go.
So why did they sign divorce papers?
Because Tanya and Sinjin got married, I want to say 2019, 2022. 3 years. There you go.
3 years. There you go. And they were able to do it on the show because the time was up.
There you go.
That makes so much sense.
Just like, do me a favor. I'm always right. Especially when I talk about this show, I'm like always right. And like, if you just keep that like not in the back of your mind, but like the forefront. Have I ever steered you the wrong way when I'm talking about 90 or T or cast members? I am
absolutely not.
Always goddamn right. Just listen to me. And then like, it would make everyone's lives so much easier. It would be like,
teeny tiny shots you give
like that, like I'm gonna have Stephanie. Like, here's a new thing.
Teeny tiny shots you give.
I'm gonna have Stephanie put teeny tiny shots up in your body of just so you know that I'm just always right because I am. Stop fighting it.
Yes. I bow to you. I bow to you. Oh, but yeah, that does make that explains a whole lot, and I think I can't believe that no one has said. I've not seen this anywhere, but you saying that I've not seen it on anything that.
No, it's the law. It's the law. You need to be married for 3 years. Like, and I never knew in my life I would have such like an intellect about like international marriage, but thanks for me being a blogger for the show for the last 10 years. I know pretty much all there is to know about the law. And you need to be married for at least 3 years. That's why, and like I'm sure, because Tanya was on season 7 that aired in 2019. It filmed earlier than that, so that lines up. Now, listen, if they had the notary there, listen, I'm a notary too. Guys, just in case, if you need a notary public,
Okay.
I'm a notary.
I'll remember that.
Special trip. But there you go. And I won't even charge you for my stamp. But Lord knows, they signed the papers and stuff like that. It doesn't mean they put them in the mail and filed them. I don't know. Like, I could ask somebody right now. Actually, hold on. If it's official, I don't know. They could have signed them, or they could have just signed something that says like "I suck." Sign here. We didn't see the papers.
Right.
Like we don't know.
Like one of the ABC paper things that you just fill out, like the big A, the little A, the big B, the little B. Like.
So what did you think about so where are we at? We're at, okay.
No, we're still at Josh and Natalie. Okay. I know we're skipping ahead because Tanya and that mess was last.
Yes. I'm trying to keep myself.
It's the first time me and Addie have ever gone by ourselves before. I love it though. Right? It is our first time together live.
Doing this part, yeah, we've been together before. Ooh.
And then Josh is there, and he looks like a big old asshole. And like, listen, Josh is like way better looking than Mike. I'm sorry. And if you've seen Mike's jerk off videos, you'd really want to run to Josh.
Oh God, I didn't know there was a thing. Oh no, because the only thing I don't like about Mike, and I don't.
Give me your pinky, Cody.
No,
please. I want to give a tutorial. You're small. Can I just have your pinky?
You're quick? Smaller.
No, just give me your pinky.
No, mine's bigger than that.
You guys didn't know about the Mike.
No, I don't.
The thumb is being generous, but here's Mike.
And it's like, oh God,
and Mike's like, you want some of this sweet candy? You want this throbbing? I'm like, where is it?
News to me. No, I don't go seeking those things out.
No one saw that? I posted it. Well, I didn't post the video.
We didn't go seeking it either. It was sent to us, so we didn't go seeking it either.
No one saw that. Like, it's like, is that your belly button? Like,
I think the thing that annoys me about Mike is that he does his mom's face. He has facial expressions that are a lot like his mom, and I know that I'm not his mom. I'm not a fan of his mother at all. I have my own reasons.
Why? Because of the hats that she wears, like her little beehive hat. Yeah. Is that why?
That's tame compared to.
How far are they from you?
I don't know. They're near Seattle.
Oh, okay. I know you're on the other side of the state.
Yes. So, but I don't. He does a lot of these things that reminds me of his mom. I'm just not a fan of her. I'm so sorry, but anyway, and I know that's a struggle with some people who don't talk about a mom, but
I think so.
But anyway,
he's the only child, right? Does he have a sister? Maybe he has a sister.
I hope not, because gosh.
Does Mike have a sister or like a brother? I think he's the only one.
Anyone in the chat know? I think he's an only child.
I think he is too. And I also don't.
I just wanted to know because
yes,
good Lord.
All I know is that he has an uncle that's sort of like a brother.
Yeah, that was Bo, wasn't it?
Bo, yeah.
Oh, Uncle Bo. That's the one that Natalie kicked out.
Perfectly Imperfect. I have Perfectly Imperfect who's on my side about mom.
No, I don't like.
Hey, listen, I'm right there with you, Addie. I'm on your side too. Natalie's a pain in the butt. I admit that. I have no issue saying that, but
I felt like so many times it was
What
like,
the
oh!
murder is-
But Josh, as cute wise, I think, I guess it's because he's really tall. I like tall.
No, Mike is like a fucking tree
Mike's
trunk.
like 7.
Oh
like,
my
what,
God!
like
Thank you so
7'4"?
much, Dion.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding
Thank
ding
you,
ding
Dion.
ding 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 ding.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dion. No. The super chat will get me back to Florida. Sorry.
I just-
Stop talking like that. You get me hot and horny.
No,
down
it's trying to be
there.
Natalie.
Oh well, it doesn't work. For me.
Andre talks very slow, like this.
yes.
Natalie talks faster.
Meet me in the bed.
Oh, yeah. Every time you guys do that, it reminds me of the movie Fish Called Wanda.
I love A Fish Called
I love
Wanda.
that movie.
Fun fact: Fish Called Wanda is Kevin Kline's only Oscar win, right
Yep,
there.
that's
Fish
true.
Called Wanda.
True fact.
That's an
Um,
awesome movie.
I love that movie. And Michael Caine, yeah. And who's the girl? Oh my God, is it Jamie Lee Curtis? No.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it
No.
is,
Yes. Yes. Oh, my
Yeah,
heartthrob. Yes.
Yeah.
My heartthrob.
Hello, Michael.
Before she
Jamie.
became like,
He was hot. And
All right,
yes. So back to Josh. I just thought it was funny how he was talking to Debbie.
Debbie was like,
is there a
you're
switch?
a piece of shit, Josh. Like, why are you with her? And Debbie needs to,
she needed to back.
she needs to back off a bit.
mind her own fucking business a little bit. Like,
Did
come
you
on.
feel like while watching it and looking at the seating, like they put her in a position where Debbie was almost front and center?
Yeah, and do you
Like-
also feel like
Well,
Debbie?
wasn't she right next to Sean?
Can somebody put one of my mods put Dion's Sensi info in the chat so they can get her amazing products, please? Did anybody think that Debbie knocked back a fifth of scotch before she went live?
I think
Oh
she had
yes,
Because
that's how she got through raising her son.
whole leader.
towards the end of it, Debbie was like, Tanya,
But they
Char,
They didn't have like the captions up there. And then all of a sudden, when they came back from like the break and like whatever, then they had the captions when Debbie was speaking. So it's like, well, they weren't there before, but now they have to have it because Debbie's.
Don't tell me you didn't watch that and didn't think Debbie was hitting that in between like green room takes because like that.
She carries.
Debbie was like, "Give me that good juice," like because
She
like there was
carries
no. Debbie was
bottle in-
acting so erratically that like it the only thing that made sense was that she was knocking them back, and we know Debbie's a drinker. We all know
Yeah.
that. Everyone
no
said it.
problem. They don't. They admitted. Yeah, it's in all the stuff.
Asking
They
the
both
same
of them. If
question.
you remember Colty drinking out of the bottle from the cabinet, I'm telling you, that's how they got through life.
I think it was
together.
inside her bra. That's where I think it was. That's why she kept looking down at her bra, like,
And
she had
or
a
she had a-
straw sticking out.
Flask
And
in her
all
butt.
I was living for like Debbie's moments. Like I think she attacked Josh like too much.
The whole time.
Like
Yes.
Josh is like, "Leave me alone, lady. You're giving me nightmares." Like that's exactly what he said. Like like shut the fuck up.
Does she have an off? Or was it off button or something like that?
Like she was being too much.
Yeah, like she would not stop.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
shut
I
the
felt
hell
like
up.
they put her up front, and like I said, the last time we did this, I said I said, Debbie, you are no Angela. So stop trying to be.
Well, there's a whole rift between Debbie and Angela, which
I
was
know,
like-
but I mean, I feel like that's the level of what's trying to happen there. I'm like, you're not, no. So, but yeah, I think she was going too much on. Well, she was pretty much in everyone's business, of course.
she was like, "Boo, hiss." Like it was like, really, Debbie? Like,
But then also,
let the man fucking
when
talk.
people
Oh my
talk
God!
about-
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Jennifer.
Jen, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. We love you.
Merry
Stay
Christmas.
safe, sweetheart.
They're singing "Deck the Halls,"
I'm gonna be.
but
Debbie.
it's not
Shut
like
up.
Christmas at all.
Shut up.
Because every time that you are here, and all the friends we had last year, Christmas, pretty lights on the tree, Sorry, my Mariah Carey meme took it out of me yesterday. So thank you, Jennifer. That was for you. I'm watching them shine. But like, okay, so she was totally heckling Josh.
Yes.
And she heckled everybody, but Josh got like the hardest for some reason. Like, this poor guy was like, yeah, we went on a few dates and that's it.
Well, the thing is that what I want to know is Debbie was like, on the first part, she was like, well, why didn't you bring her to your condo? Why'd you have to stay in a hotel? Well, you know what? I don't want a crazy person staying at my condo knowing where it is. So that's why we stayed in a damn hotel. Like, come on. I mean, Natalie is not completely stable. I mean, I'm sure that everybody can see that. She's all everywhere and she wants to be where she wants to be. So she's not stable. So why would I want this person that I barely know at my condo? So that way she knows like where my other condo is. And then she's what? She's going to be busting out the windows of my car. She's going to be what? Trying to set my house on fire? Like what? But yet I should have brought her there to my condo. No, he did the right thing. And like putting up with her in a very nice hotel that they stayed at. Like, I'm sorry, but that's the same exact thing.
Yeah, she does. She's given off those vibes, and it's getting worse. I think her eyes are getting wilder, and her just.
I'm waiting for them to pop out and start like talking on their own. Like, I mean, they just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like, oh Lord, her eyes don't even want to be in her own head.
Yes. So, yeah, absolutely. Eyes. I am not a fan of them.
And Natalie, like I'm never going to divorce. I'm never going to divorce Mike. Like, you know, they told him I'm never going to divorce him. It's because you can't divorce him because it's still not the 3 fucking years. That's why. And like they're all making it seem like that's not the issue. That's the entire issue. And Mike, I think, is being a nice guy, not divorcing her right away. So like they can stay, so she can stay here. And like that's like, and like that's why I hate, you know, the hosts, because they're not saying like, well, isn't it the fact that you need to be married for a certain amount of time before, you know? But no one says that. No.
That should be like a thing. I guess it doesn't fit along with the it doesn't make a good narrative storyline or whatever. I bet you next year we'll have another divorce and it'll be Natalie and Mike signing papers.
You might be right on that one.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for them to sign it with the notary standing there, like, you know. So then, let me see, what do I have here? You know, then Sean goes to Natalie, like, do you want her back? And Mike's like, you know, we have a history, but, you know.
Well, he said that she needs to.
I'll always love her and care for her. And then here comes big Trish. Here comes Big Mama Trish walking out. And the first thing she says when she comes out is to Josh. She goes, you must be psycho if you're thinking this girl's ever going to, like, love you.
Absolutely. I actually kind of agreed with her in that one.
I did too.
I did.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
I did.
She goes, Natalie is whack, like crack. Crack is whack, and so is Natalie. You know, and Trish has very cogent points. Like you're not a wife. You sought my son out. You got him till he brought you here, and then you fucking left the first chance you got, and that's exactly what Natalie did.
Yeah, and she didn't even leave for like just like a week or like whatever. She left for years, and then she wants to come back. Like that's a big difference. Like, I mean, I can understand fights and like whatever. We've all gone through them, but I'm sorry, but you don't leave for years and then be like, oh, I want to come back.
And here's the thing, though: if Natalie truly like loved Mike ever. I'm going to drop a bomb on you right now. When she left, She could have gotten like an apartment in Seattle or apartment like in like Portland, Oregon,
or Miami, where she was at too.
Maybe even Sacramento, not Miami. You're going against my
Where
point.
was she?
Even Sacramento, California, if you want to get away. But they lived in like Seattle. So Natalie went as opposite as she fucking could and went to Florida. Like there's no further away point from Seattle than Florida.
Yep,
Like if she really wanted to make this work, or if she still loved him, or this, that, and the other, she would have stayed somewhere kind of close to him, maybe in driving distance. But no, Natalie was like, where's the furthest place I can get away from this man? Oh, Tampa, Florida. Okay, I'm there. And then she goes like the furthest away. I mean, she might as well went back to the Ukraine at that point. I mean, like it's ridiculous.
I think it's part of this. I think that the thing is that they don't have any intention of really being together, but they still have to stay married because he wants to help her get her card regardless. I thought at one point maybe he was irritated with her because he dropped that on her the last season. You're gonna lose it. You're going back. I'm sending you home. Well, I think that was for the show. I think that he's just letting this thing go. He's going to give her 3 years, and then she's going to get her thing, and then they're going to get divorced. Because I thought that was going to happen last time, and it didn't. So I didn't know about the 3-year thing. I never thought to look that stuff up.
Are they still responsible, like for anybody after the 3 years?
It's for 10.
Oh, good God!
And now I just heard, I was talking to Beth the other day, and she's like, they changed it to life now.
What?
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, their benefits, everything. Yeah. I don't know if that's
God.
For at least 10 years.
Wow.
And now it might be life. So and then Sean asks Natalie, well, which of the two would you rather be with? And then like and then she jumps on Mike's lap.
Yes, she comes crying over. And his response was almost like, I don't know what to do with this, but I'm just going to keep talking.
And she didn't even say I love you or like anything to him. She just like hugged him and like, was like, oh, like she appreciated him, like whatever, but that wasn't, I want to be with Mike, or like, you know what I mean? Like she
Right.
don't want to be with anybody but her own selfishness self.
And like, what an insult to fucking Josh. I don't know how Josh didn't like walk. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to make it seem like this is all
companies and stuff like that. And like,
he's got a modeling agency.
Yeah,
whatever.
You don't need anything to do with her. I mean, she's a beautiful girl, but listen, there's another beautiful girl out there also that he can help out and everything. Like,
only child. Mike's an only child, so there you go.
So okay.
Yes,
okay.
I thought. I had that feeling. I felt the only child thing coming.
Well, he
from
lives just like down the road.
And then Veronica's like, "Hey, Josh, now you should leave her." Which we'll get to Veronica in a second.
I love Veronica.
I love.
I
Veronica.
do too. Oh my gosh, I have to.
Amazing. And now we're at an hour, and we've covered 2 people. Okay.
Yeah, are we having fun or what?
We are though. Okay, so let's move on because Caesar's part is quick.
Yes. So did you buy it?
Well, no, as Judge Judy says, beauty fades, but dumb is forever. And there you go. You got to have something backing up your looks, and if you don't, Godspeed.
That's right, Coco. Coco says beauty can't camouflage your craziness.
I don't really think she's like, I don't know. I think she's, and I'm like, TLC has kept this girl on, I guess, because she's crazy. Like, for 4 seasons now. I don't know. I don't know why, but
she's like a train wreck that you can't stop looking at.
I don't know. So
does she even know who she is?
I don't know. Her name's probably like Maureen. I don't know.
Which night? I mean, she's going by like all kinds of things by now.
I don't know. All right, let's get to Caesar because that part was quick. Caesar, who's juggling three women, 2 women. How many?
It's
2.
It's 2 right
now.
now.
Tech Caesar is juggling 2 women.
He wants to be the new Cody Brown.
Alona comes
Always
up.
alone.
Always alone, yes.
Yeah, you go.
Always alone.
And I think on the first part, Caesar was like, "Yeah, I don't have Alona anymore, but now I'm juggling like 2 other girls. I'm a player. Okay, Caesar, I believe you." And like, okay.
I mean, I have no issue with it, but I still struggle going, I don't know.
That is as fake as the Christmas tree behind me. Okay, let me just say that.
But didn't Sean say that they were gonna try to get the 2 girls up, but they were having internet connection problems or something like that?
Yes, they were unable to be. Yes, they tried to get in contact with them, but they were unable.
But yeah,
to.
you can bring up Alona. I'm Alona.
I think they just didn't want to. They didn't want to make him look bad. Like they probably researched and found out. Oh wait, these people
there?
aren't real.
I'm a hoe.
I'm Alona.
So Caesar was saying like our love was real. I have mixed emotions. And it was kind of sad because Alona was saying like, because of the war, they were in Kiev, like buildings were getting bombed. It was like life and that's serious stuff.
Yeah.
And Alona is adorable.
She is.
Holy crap, she's cute.
Beautiful.
Yes, adore her whole personality, and I did kind of like it when Natalie stepped in and they started speaking Ukrainian or whatever. I don't know whatever it's called.
Ukrainian.
Yes, I thought it was absolutely adorable.
And that kind of that whole part like washed away because Caesar was like, I'm a player. I got 2 girls. I'm, Alona didn't work out and this one didn't work out, and I got 2 other new girls here, and then they bring her up and he's like, yeah, I mixed them.
Well,
fuck him. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Well, no, you can't say that because, like, I mean, you can tell, like, he was very emotional, like, when they brought her up and, like, when they asked her, like, do you want to, like, be with Caesar? And she's like, yes, but I have, like, to deal with this right now and that. John, stop. I'm being serious.
Sorry.
And like you could tell, like he still loved her and like he wanted to be with her, but he had to be careful with what he said because if it doesn't work between them, he still wants his 2 cattles in the back. I mean, you always gotta keep a back burner, right?
I wonder if they told him ahead of time, because I know that they told Natalie that the 2 of her dudes were coming on. Did they tell him that Alona was going to be on? Because I think it would have been better they just, but you did see the emotion in him, and I did believe it. I mean, he probably has this whole thought process of stuff he's, but I kind of hope it figures out. Let's see.
I wish him the best. I don't think that he's in the right mind to actually have 2 girls and have 2 pregnant girls like he's thinking that he wants and that he's gonna have, but he needs to like really figure out stuff because
Michelle, thank you. I don't know what the 30 means underneath there, but thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Susie B.
Thank you. I can't wait for the box.
No, what do you?
I love your boxes.
Okay.
Thank you, Susie B.
Okay, Susie B. Thank you. Okay, Christmas song. Silent Night.
Oh yikes!
You want to do it? We could sing this song really good.
I don't know all the words. I don't know, Chris. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw him, you would even say it grows
like a light bulb.
All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names.
Like Pinocchio.
Then
The
Rudolph.
reindeer.
Then Rudolph went to jail, and then he played some spades.
Playing.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright,
Pull over that sleigh. You ain't pulling it tonight.
No. Poor Rudolph. He's really got it bad, man. Then all the reindeers hated him. Fuck you. As they shouted out weekly.
Clank. They
Oh,
had to
my
send
God.
poor commissary.
Here's your fucking Twinkies. There it is. Oh, and you're welcome. That's when Rudolph goes bad, because Rudolph's tired of being like the reindeer forgot about, in a sliding doors type of way.
He's been tired of making fun of. He had to do all the work, making fun of.
Listen, Rudolph could have went bad.
So
you
you
know-
know what? Good for him. I'm glad they poured a little tequila, some peppermint schnapps, like on his
We're just thinking that we're not a
That
Christmas
way he had
Carol
a good
of like
time.
when Rudolph got bullied and he had it. So let that be a lesson for you.
He got some good peppermint schnapps. Maybe the new peppermint now.
Pick up our Christmas album. It's on iTunes. John and Cody's Slay the Classics. There you go.
They take you to jail.
Okay, hold on. Where are we?
We were at Caesar still. So Alona, they get to hopefully they make it and get together or whatever they want to do, and now we're done. Caesar.
Are we done with Caesar? Because I'm done with him. We're good.
I
Yeah.
think
I'm good.
that was pretty much all about that. Like that was it. They didn't even
There wasn't
really flash back to over there by Caesar or anything.
No.
They're like, okay, we're done with you. You're filling.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
never really felt like
You're a
his
stocking
storyline
stuffer.
was much of
There you are.
anything.
So the next part is Veronica. Oh boy.
Don't say anything.
Someone's father's coming.
Oh God.
The father is here. Okay, so all right. So Sean's like, hey Veronica, remember when you and Jesse and Janet had this fight? Let's welcome Jesse. I don't know how Jesse Meester has been able to appear on some type of tell-all for like the last 6 fucking years, but I have to give him a slow clap for just always finding a way to ingratiate himself on this fucking show. Like Jesse Meester has been forgotten about, and then the last few times he knocked on the door. He was like, "Hi, I'm here. Put me on the show." It's insane. When he showed up, when he was like all in orange, that time, like he just always finds a way to get like an in. Like he wasn't talked about or nothing, not on any of the show. And there's Jesse Meester. There he is.
Yep. It seemed very last minute because I felt like they had to say Jennifer wasn't there because she was on her way to whatever. I think they just went, oh, let's get Mikey. I mean Jesse. he'll do it.
And if Sean was a decent host, she'd been like, bullshit, Jesse. Like you posted, and again, she had to let Debbie do her job.
Yes, Debbie and Tim both stepped up on that one. And I do remember when all that came out. I remember when he posted
I posted it. I posted
Yes.
Jennifer saying they were done. I posted Jennifer saying they were done. I posted the video that Debbie was talking about, and I posted the Instagram post that Jennifer said.
Yes.
And then like they're all sitting there, like, and I know when this was taped, like maybe like I want to say like 6 or 7 weeks ago, because they tape in Manhattan.
Jesse Meester gave everybody the slow clap.
Michelle, I appreciate the super chats. I don't know what the $30 means again, but I appreciate you, and thank you for being here.
Glad you're here with us, Michelle.
And we are honored to have you here with us. What, babe? Oh, Georgie.
He's trying to fit my hat.
So yeah, there's Jesse, like in Spain, because he's like the world
that's where he's
traveler.
at now?
Yeah, that's where he was back then.
So spreading his clap
And like
over there.
the rabbit was out of the hat. We all knew they were broken up. They were all calling him out for being broken up, and like, why didn't they play the clips? Why? Because it would look bad if they had him up and then played the clips, because then production looks stupid. That's why.
Well, they are stupid.
So do you think like Debbie and Tim were saying that they just wanted attention, and so they put that stuff out there what they really meant to say was, we're not together and so we're lonely because we're not in the same room together or whatever. Let
me say this about Jesse, because I was just talking to one of my very good friends last night about him. I don't want to dog Jesse, because me and Cody did meet him, and like he was very genuinely nice to me and him. Like, and no, Cody, don't no.
Speak to your no. You were just starstruck.
I was starstruck at Jesse Meester. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I've met plenty of people after that. Jesse,
let me tell you.
Oh no, do not. You better omit that. Starstruck at Jesse. No, that day never came and will never happen.
My
No.
experience was very different than yours.
At the pizzeria?
Yes, at the pizzeria. Yes.
Okay, so when we walked by the pizzeria, okay, let me tell you the night that me and Cody met Jesse. So this was about 4 years ago to the day.
A small, like, little hole in the wall.
Listen,
like
can I tell my story?
Well, because they didn't get like a visual.
It was a hole in the wall pizzeria.
That's that,
right?
Like maybe 15 people.
And this is like when like I had already interviewed Jesse and Darcy when I was doing TV Party. And I had them both. And Jesse was like doing like a meet and greet in Brooklyn, and like I'm from Long Island, and like Brooklyn's not that far away, so I'm like, you want to go meet Jesse? And he's like, yeah. So we went to Brooklyn to go meet Jesse. It was a night. So we get there super early, and I'm like, we're here too early, and we looked at the pizzeria and there was nobody in there like but Jesse. So I'm like, let's go to the bar. Because there was like a bar, because we love to drink. Hi. So there was like a bar, like 2 buildings down. So me and Cody like tossed a couple back. And if you want, I have the live on my channel.
I have it on my phone. I have the
Addie,
video.
you might want to find that and do a highlight.
Okay.
I have the video on my channel. And so we went to the bar. And we because I'm like, I can't be sober for this shit. I could not. It's like we're meeting like a 90 Day Fiance, and I've already met a lot of 90 Day Fiance cast members up until that point. So like Cody's saying I was starstruck by Jesse. No, I was not.
Please, your fucking beaver was quivering.
Stop. He's lying.
Please.
He is such a liar.
I'm sorry, Cody, but MTT is calling you. Go scroll up and see.
Wait, what did MTT say?
She says, right, up a little bit more. Yep.
Yeah, see? Your lies are getting called out right now, Tony.
Sorry,
MTT
Bobby.
said, no, Cody, John and I just spoke about this encounter, and John didn't sound Star Trek to me at all.
Oh, did you see the video?
Yes, everyone did.
No, did she? Oh, not. Listen,
Okay.
I was there.
I don't know.
You
I don't know
should've
why
I'll
you're
put it
trying
up.
to put your husband down right
seen it.
now.
Oh, I'm not.
But
Trust me.
I'll make
He
a
had
highlight. I'll
fire
put
on
it
his
up, and
heels
we'll talk
because he
about it
can't
next
go
I
time.
was just. It was MTT last night. Me and MTT. I didn't want to say. I don't want to say name, but me and MTT were on the phone about this last night. We were talking about the Jesse thing, and she was like, "What do you think about Jesse?" And I'm like, honestly, like when I met him, he was a nice guy. You know,
nice.
he was a nice, and like it wasn't like fake nice. So like, okay, so after we and MTT, tell me if I'm going to tell a story, the same story I told you last night. So we went to the bar, we knocked a couple back, and then like we walked past the pizzeria again, and like it was still like kind of empty. But then Jesse spotted me. Remember that?
Yeah.
We were
He
we
said,
were outside.
He said, "Oh, hey, John."
He's like, John. I'm like, oh fuck. I didn't think because I had never, we were on like, we interviewed like, doing Skype or whatever, but like it was, that was it. I never
Right.
thought me walking by, he'd like spot me like that. And yeah, and then he's like, come on. And I had to say, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Brooklyn or New York City or whatever, but like storefronts are very, very small. So you
Yes,
probably
They're
have
small and tall.
so
Yeah.
like you probably have like 4 feet. You walk by a store and it's the next store, and
Thank you.
Jesse, bless his heart, had a mini red carpet.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
It was literally like the one that like you pretty much put outside of your front door.
No, he had like a mini red carpet
With two
and
with
one
two metal poles.
with one
metal
velvet
poles.
rope.
Yeah.
Like you're at the bank.
I looked at John and said, "Do you really think I'm gonna like go in between these things?"
And there was like a big, giant, blown up picture of like Jesse like in the background. And like, look at my IG right now. John Yates 327 IG. I think it might be on my official page. And if you look at my YouTube channel and you scroll down, because this was years ago, you'll see it. I'm not lying.
Make a whole thing out of it.
And he's like, come in. And yeah, so we went in, and like he was genuinely very nice to both me and Cody. And
I only talked to him one time. That was it.
And then like a lot of people arrived, and like it was like standing room only. Because you remember it did get busy. We left because it was annoying.
Well, I mean,
I don't like places like
still
where if
up
you
there,
fall
like,
down, like you're still standing. Like
everything.
I'm
I
like
had more fun
claustrophobic.
talking to the
Yes.
lady in the line for the pizza.
So like, and like In Touch was there, that Mimi was there. Like a lot of people came. We met a lot of people from like, the internet there. I couldn't take it because like it was so packed. And like I tried to get a piece of pizza to eat it, which was
No.
it was good. But like I'm like, I gotta go. I can't stand
Too
like
many people. I have the same problem. I understand completely.
But I will say, like, he was genuinely very nice, and like I could pick up on when people are being fake nice. But like he was like, John, come in, like let me introduce. He was nice. I will give that to him. And I will say that he looks a lot different in person than he does on pictures, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh my goodness. I will make a highlight out of that. I'll go find that, and we'll see it for ourselves.
Like it is what it is. Like, but like but I will not take that away from Jesse that he was like a decent guy, and and at that time, like I was like pro Jesse, and then I kind of like went to pro Darcy, and like now I just don't care. So it is what it is. But his scene there, I like Jesse always just Like the network loves him. Obviously, they wouldn't keep him around over and over and over again. And
Maybe he
that's
forces
it.
them to. No, just kidding. He calls them, I'm going to be here. I know where you're filming.
So where are we? Jesse, Veronica. Yeah, they fight, and Debbie calls him out. Everyone calls him out. And then Jesse shows his fake Jennifer video. He's like, no, look, we're still together. Look, she just sent me this. We're going to India. That video could have been from years ago. We don't know. But they've removed each other from their profiles. Jesse will always be in love with Jesse. And right. I don't think
Jesse comes first to Jesse.
Yeah. All right, so it's an hour 15 minutes, and we still have a lot more to go. All right, let's move on. I'm hungry too. Eat the food up.
Who's next?
Okay. Veronica, again.
Oh, we can go through this.
So Jamal comes out, and you heard it here first.
Yep.
I was the one that broke the news that without a doubt that Jamal was the one that was with Veronica. I had the confirmation, I broke the news, and I love being right. And I told you earlier, just assume I'm always right, because I always am. So they come out, at first Jamal sits on this couch, in the bathroom. I don't know where that couch was. It was
the same one where Josh sat.
It's it wasn't. It's like if you're at a wedding, they put you table 18, right. by the kitchen doors and the bathrooms. That's where they put Jamal. And Jamal was like, well, can I sit next to my girl? And and then Tim was like, oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me. Because, hold on. There's no product in my hair, so let me make sure it's good. Tim was like, well, hold on. Tim was like, sure, I can sit over here. I don't mind.
Yeah, I can sit over here.
And Tim threw the biggest hissy fit I think I've ever seen. And then Sean, the one good question Sean asked, hey, how did you meet? Yeah, well, Veronica, I'm going to San Diego, and I reached out to him and said, if there's any good restaurants, I should. That's the biggest fucking come suck my tit line there is. I'm sorry. Hey. I'm going to San Diego. Can you refer anything to me? Go get Zagat. Really?
That's exactly what I was thinking. That was what a story. Oh, I can call him. I have a reason.
Yeah. And they met, and they went out and they had dinner and they fucked on the first date.
And she stayed over because he said, yeah, she woke up the next morning in my room.
And she didn't want it to end.
No, he's party animal. He is dang cute, I must say.
No, he is. He is. I won't. He's very handsome. I won't take that away from him. And neither did Veronica. Veronica's like, I need to taste that dick right now. Because Jamal is the best looking person that I've ever seen Veronica with. So yeah, I would want a little taste. And Tim wasn't there sitting in her living room saying, no, Jamal, you need to leave. Because,
I don't need to you need to leave. Well, in your house. Why are you here?
So that happened.
Get in your old Ferrari and go home.
Tim, go ahead, Addie.
No, that thought just.
So yeah, so like that. I guess they had like their encounter, and then Veronica goes home, and Jamal goes back to New York because that's where he lives. And then Sean asks Jamal, well, like, are you seeing other women? And he's like, yeah. And Sean's like, are you fucking them? And Jamal said, yeah. And like, this is the only point where I agreed with Sean's hosting skills. This whole tell-all, because those are the questions I would have asked. And and then Sean goes to Veronica. Well, how about you? And Veronica's like, no, I'm not seeing anybody because I'm just too lazy. And I completely believe that she's holding out for him, like everybody, right, Addie? Like everybody else. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
She's holding, and there's like a 12-year age difference or a 13-year age difference or something like that. So, and I think everybody agrees that she's holding out for him, and she's worldly, and she doesn't mind that he's fucking other women, and and she does. I mean, we all know she does.
They're cute, everything. I don't know. I don't really see. I don't really. He cute, but I don't know. You can't. I just don't know. I don't really see this is really going anywhere or whatever. It is interesting though, and it is awesome because right before you got the breaking news on it, we were just talking about how we needed an inception between Single Life and Happily, and there it was. So that was pretty cool, but I don't know. Girl, just enjoy him and party and say we're just partying, and then just it'll be it, and it'll that's how I kind of think it's going to end up. They're just partying.
I don't understand Tim's jealousy with her. I don't, because I think Tim marches to a different beat of a drummer. And I just don't understand the infatuation that he has with her. And no one's not ever good enough for her. And I know that he has a connection with her kid, but it's kind of just off. It's off.
Yeah. I've never really understood it. I mean, I can understand the friend part of it, like being really close with somebody, that's all fine and dandy, but I think it's different for him. And I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. He's reminding me more of
a flustered little boy. Wow.
Yeah. I'm struggling with Tim and his connection and stuff, and I don't know if he's just being protective. I mean, I don't have a problem with thinking that, that he, he likes women or anything like that. I have no problem with that or whatever.
No, he can like women.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I just don't understand that. Sorry, that hair is driving me crazy. But yeah, I don't know. It's Tim. What can I say? I do enjoy him though. I'm sorry, I do. I don't know. I didn't at first when he was first on the show, but then I started following him more, and I'm like, okay, I like him.
When is he gonna start dating somebody?
Yeah, I want to see Tim date somebody. Can we get that?
He says he has a girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Can we see her?
She's younger. I've seen pictures of her. She's cute. I have to go look. I don't know. I know I saw pictures of her because I follow him and stuff or whatever. And I think he's.
I wonder what got her interested. Was it the pink hot pants?
She's younger.
Okay, well maybe that because everyone's fluid these days, so I don't know.
Is that vintage?
No.
Yeah, I mean she that's some of us kind of like his way.
Well, good for Tim.
So yeah,
he's definitely cultured. I'll say that about him. And let's bring it home because we're at an hour and a half. And Tanya. Oh God.
This was, oh my gosh. I will say that in this moment, I was very happy to hear Debbie give her the heck she gave her. I don't know why. I was there for it. Probably because I'm not a Tanya fan, but
Y'all know how
So-
much I hate Tanya and how me and Tanya have fought over the years. But I will say this about Tanya. She did make a lot of good points tonight, and my heart is not black, and I'm not so I don't have this hate about me where I don't like Tanya, but I can also say when she like makes a good point or does something good. I can't fucking stand her, but that doesn't mean I won't give her credit when credit's due to Tanya. I will say that.
I want to hear what you.
Well, like this stuff, Tanya was making, okay, hold on. Okay, so
I'm gonna make you do it, Bubby. Yeah, for it.
Boop. When Tanya was defending, Josh and Tanya was defending a few people, like when Debbie was yelling at them, and Tanya did make good points. And because I hate Tanya doesn't mean I'm not gonna acknowledge that she's she made good points, even though she's a fucking liar. And that brings me to that
she's a bad liar.
She's a bad, which brings me to the title of the show, which there it is. So Sinjin comes out, and Sinjin was backstage the whole time, cursing Tanya out, and I can't believe what I'm hearing. Sinjin's no angel either. He almost got arrested last year for forcing himself too much. So I mean, there's a lot.
From what?
He was doing the BD. That's their thing.
The what?
Sinjin is
he liked the stuff.
He's a 50 Shades of Grey type of guy.
Yes, 50 Shades.
So it's in the LSN, BMP,
Yeah.
PP,
all those letters, Cody. Exactly.
LMNOP.
So that's it. And he almost got in trouble last year, trouble. So he's lucky he's free, to be honest. But
safe word, Sinjin. That's all I gotta say.
Did not know that. He's even sexier now.
Oh, Cody, go away. Sinjin's I'm never getting married again.
Right.
Tanya is I have the legal papers, don't worry. Sinjin, and then him and Tanya go at it. And where he does a Mama's Family type of puts his ass in her face, like Vicki Lawrence on Mama's Family. I was okay, sure. She was like Naomi.
Oh my God, you did.
And then Tanya's listen, I had which we talked about, I have the notary here, and and Sean's first time ever divorce is gonna happen on the tell-all. They could have been signing papers to a library card. We don't know.
The Blue's Clues book where you write your ABCs.
We don't know what happened there, and I would like to really know if they're truly divorced, which let's do something real quick.
And then Tanya and Debbie bickering back and forth, rather trying to. And Debbie just wasn't having any of that.
And Debbie was now at this time, Debbie had 3 bottles of scotch and a flute of champagne.
A flute?
Why was
the whole bar?
why did Debbie care if Tanya lied about the divorce? And like, this is why I have to side with Tanya.
Yes.
I do. And like, I have to. And if I didn't side with Tanya, that would mean like I had no soul or heart or whatever. And like, I'm not blinded by hate where I can't defend somebody who I don't like. And I will defend somebody who I don't like when it's warranted.
I take it all back.
When it's warranted. And I have to defend Tanya here because it makes me sick to say that. But like, Debbie came out of fucking nowhere. Out of nowhere. Like, Tanya was her daughter. Like, Tanya was her best friend or her niece. And like, you should have told me this. I had no idea. Why weren't you lying? This, that, and the other. And Tanya's like, yo, go get your vibrator and like get an orgasm.
That was awesome.
I probably would have said the same thing. I really would have if I, and I hate defending Tanya, but like, I will do it when needed be. And
she was right though.
But Tanya is a liar.
Right.
She is a liar.
Yes.
Tanya's a liar. Like, I broke the story about her and Michael. And then, like, she couldn't hide it. And then Tanya is blaming other cast members saying, how did you tell John Yates that? She never got the right cast member who told me. It's like, you stupid bitch. You know, blaming everybody for how I knew about her and Michael. Meanwhile, like, she couldn't figure out the one person that actually I got the story from. So, like, you know, I really don't like Tanya. But ugh.
Yeah.
And
So
now they're divorced, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I Sinjin yelling at the Twitter. I'm trying to sign divorce papers.
Which way the fucking tree?
Yeah, like, you know, Debbie should have shut up. You know,
Yes.
they took too many trips to the green room, and Debbie had like, you know, the fifth in her she was like,
You had it in her
you
mouth.
know, or she might have pulled an Angela and had it right there in the bra, you know, and she just you know, went in there and then that was it. I don't know, but Debbie was, you know, as funny as she was, like, she was a bit much, like, you know, and for me to defend Tanya, that's how crazy Debbie was. Although I did enjoy her parts.
I did too.
Like,
Yes, that was my point of the whole thing, and I understand. Yeah, I was down for that and how she was, but when you get down and you're talking about the points of it, yes, she was a little to get on her for something as silly as that. And you lied to me. Even Tony told her to calm down.
who cares? Like,
Tony
you have
told her
nothing
to
to
calm-
do with Tanya.
Right. And then
You have nothing
Tiffany-
to do with Tanya. Nothing.
Tiffany-
Why do you care if she lied to you when you first met her tonight at this tell-all 2 hours ago? Like, why do you care? You know why?
I
The Scotch don't lie.
don't. Oh.
And, you know, from one alky to another, Debbie, I got you. No, you know, that's what they call me.
Oh.
You have to stay relevant.
That's it.
You gotta
You
bring
know.
drama, otherwise then people forget about you.
Oh, my God.
You bring drama, that's what people want. So
Yep.
you have to bring the drama.
And then we have them. The hardest part for me of that whole night was the whole Colt and Debbie thing. That was the hardest part for me. I had struggled with that.
He treated her mother like his mother like a piece of shit. And it's all Colt's fault, really. Colt treated Debbie horribly. You know, Debbie's with her new man. They're sitting there. And then Colt brought her to the green room. Debbie's like, give me 1 second. Go, 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 go. You know, and but like Debbie, you know, Colt was saying horrible things like, you know, you're no mother, I hate you, you're a friend, and like he's telling Tony to fuck off, and like you're a piece of shit, and you don't know, like, don't you want your mom to be fucking happy? You know, Colt, like, and like I don't know why they keep giving Colt a fucking platform. I don't, because Colt has nothing to offer the world but a 1 inch uncircumcised dick with a red shirt and long hair that nobody cares about. Was that out loud?
He
And
has actually really good hair. And I told you before, he would
He
actually
does.
be very handsome if he just lost weight and just wasn't as stupid as
He's
he
horrible.
is.
I just wish he wouldn't iron. I wish he wouldn't iron out his beard. I don't like
looks
it
like-
when they're
like, you know-
long, like a goat. It looks like a goat.
You know, are you like?
Yeah, he looks like a little billy goat. Like that's what he does.
It don't-
Are you like? Are you a Sherpa, Colt? Are you like taking people up the mountain? Like, what do you do now? Like, why are you so mountain to me?
Maybe it's not curly. Maybe it's really dead straight. 'Cause I love beards. I like thick, curly Santa beards, but but yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the. Of
Hold on, I have
beards.
breaking news. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh, hello. Oh, so anybody in the chat, are you beard fans? Should he stop ironing his beard? Please, Colty, no more iron of the beard. So, but yeah, the Colty story, it was rough because when he was talking about some of the stuff, it was kind of hitting home, like some of the homeschooled me. I never got to go anywhere. Oh, I think she was trying to protect you, Colt, because you needed protection. And there are reasons. But yeah. So I did I struggle with that one. And my favorite part, what would be my favorite part? Probably, I don't know why. And I don't know why. When Natalie went over and sat on Mike's lap, I don't know why. And the look on Mike's face, to me, that was just, oh, it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable. But it was like, oh, how cute. Anyway, but when they went backstage together, and then they
Hold on, Addie. This is great breaking news. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to confirm. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. I'll keep talking about how Natalie cries into the tall guy's chest. That's into Mike's chest. Oh, and she's all like, "Why do I always cry?" Because you have issues. Because you are a mess. Get yourself straightened up, and maybe you can figure out the issues between you and Josh. Do we think that Josh and Natalie are going to keep this thing going, or do you think he's going to run? Or think he'll listen to Mike's mom and say, "Run"? I don't know. Oh, I side with Trish. I think he should run. Oh, but yes, it was very awkward with how she is. I find her awkward often. She waltzes through and she's like, but yes, we're waiting for breaking news, and I'm beginning to rock. So, Ruth Ann says, Colt is so gross and that beard is horrible. Yes, please stop ironing your beard, Colt. And Maria, hi Maria. She says, I'm a beard fan in general. Yes, yep. But I can acknowledge that his neck beard isn't the prettiest beard. That is true. I think that's why he probably does it the way he does. He's making up for lack, it's kind of a sparse thing going on.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots. You give yourself.
Wrong one.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots. You give your.
I don't know.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots. You give your.
One more time.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots. You give yourself.
Hold on. I'd like to say via con Dios to the John Yates Fan Club Part 3 Reddit. Make sure you post this so I can copyright that on YouTube. The perfect ending to a perfect live. And
Yay!
and to all of those who plan on making new Reddits and whatever else, they're going down to. So, what a great way to end this live. I just wanted to make sure before that happened. What a great live. Yeah, Addie, I feel very satisfied with myself. How about you?
I feel, yes. Okay. I'm glad I was here. I'm glad I could be here with you. Oh. Yay.
So for me, myself, and all the Mountain people, they're out there. Mountain is my word right there. You'll have a great night. And I hope you enjoy watching a channel where no one screams at each other point blank all the time. And doesn't try to ruin people's lives. And we'll be back maybe hopefully before Christmas, so we can do like a little Christmas show and I could have some surprise people up.
That would be fun.
It will be fun. So I'm going to work on that, and y'all have a great night, and I'll see you when I see you. Coming live again from a broken down trailer in the middle of nowhere because we can't pay our rent and we're evicted. This is John Yates signing off. Addie, you have a great night.
I love you.
Love you too.